I'm Crafty Nanny. We do all kinds of fun things here, whether you are a seasoned crafter or you're just beginning. I guarantee you can find something here that you will absolutely love. Thank you so much for being with me. So let's get to crafting. Today we're going to turn this simple photo frame from the Dollar Tree that was $1.25 into a really cool, collectible, and very iconic homestead piece like this. Items you will need to complete the project. So first step is to take your heart, insert out, and take your dowel rod off. Then you'll have your plain piece of wood. Grab some sandpaper. This is all I had. 220 is best, but I used 100 grit to sand the edges of the heart that we cut with the scroll saw, and I will link episode 1 above so that you can see that process. Grab you some gloves so you don't stain your hands, and you're going to be using Early American stain. Don't shake it. You're going to want to stir it with whatever you want. I'm using a craft stick. And just wipe that off and grab yourself either a brush or a foam brush, and you're going to stain all of this. If you are still with me, I want to thank you so very, very much, and I appreciate you watching. After you put some stain on it, grab a rag. I use cotton, and wipe it off. You want to wipe it off before the stain sets in and becomes too dark. That's totally up to you, but the Early American pieces have a lighter consistency. So if you want it to be more authentic, then yes, definitely do it light. After you finish staining this front and back, you're going to do your edges and then just set it aside to dry. Grab your heart cutout, and you're going to repeat the process. You're going to stain the front, the back, and the sides, so all of it. Brushing it on, wiping it off. These are little risers that I cut out of the same wood that I used for the heart. Your risers that you use are totally up to you, depending on how far back or far forward you want your insert. Review episode 1 to see that. I will link it above. And stain those, just dip them, wipe them, and set them aside to dry as well. Next, you're going to grab your black paint with a matte finish. This is the backer board that we will be using, and there's more information on that in episode 1. You will only paint the smooth side. It's only necessary to paint 1 coat of black on the smooth side. Now we're going to create our homemade primitive red paint. You're going to be using barn red. You will also be using nutmeg brown. We're also going to add in some black, but you'll see that in a minute. You're going to need 1 teaspoon measuring spoon and then a 1/2 teaspoon measuring spoon. You will need 1.5 teaspoons of the barn red. Put it in a little jar or whatever you're using. After you get your 1.5 teaspoons in your little jar, add only 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg brown. Only 1/2, no more than that, okay? Grab you some black paint, and this is called a pin tip. So you will take a skinny paintbrush and just dip the tip of it into the black paint to give yourself a pin tip. Mix well. And there is your primitive red. Set that aside, and this is the wash, which is nutmeg brown with water. 3 teaspoons of water to 1 teaspoon of nutmeg brown creates this wash. This is our distressing wash. Wipe it on. Wipe it off. You can see more details in episode 1. Now, take your frame, using your homemade primitive red, you're going to do the edges and the inside of the heart. Allow your brush to kind of flow over the front a little bit, because for primitive decor pieces back then, they were not perfect. You don't want this to be polished. You want this to be homemade. So allow your brush to purposely make those mistakes, okay? You'll see why. Next, you're going to paint your entire front of your heart. Well, do both sides. I did both sides because I wasn't sure which side I'm going to use. But if you already know what side you're going to use, only paint one side, but make sure you paint your edges too. Now, this is the fun part. We're going to use Vaseline, and you're going to put it everywhere that you're not wanting full coverage. You want to go around all your red stuff, okay? All the parts that you painted red on the frame, not the heart, just the frame. Now, I am using Waverly plaster colored chalk paint here. You can use any color you want, but I really wanted a toned down white. That's how it looks when it's done. We painted right over the top of the Vaseline, okay? You're also going to do the sides right over the Vaseline. I know it sounds crazy, but it is magical, and you will see. Now, while all that is drying, we're going to just kind of rough up our heart a little bit, okay? So I'm just using a sandpaper to go along the edges, a little bit in the middle, and just make it look weathered and worn. Now, I'm going to use a little bit of the early American stain to go over those worn edges and parts of the heart. I think that I ended up doing the whole thing, and that's fine too. It's totally up to you. You can use brown paint here. You can use darker stain, however you see fit, okay? Whatever you want. This is your project. Now, the little dowel that holds the frame up, I'm painting it with that primitive red paint that we created, but you can leave it plain wood. You can stain it. It's however you want. Now, let's watch the magic happen here. Take a clean rag, and you're going to start wiping your frame down. Now, notice what is happening. You see where we put the Vaseline? It is coming right off, right? So, it's magic. Now with this, I didn't want it to be bare wood because it needed to look like it had been handled a lot of times over time. So I wiped it off, and then just putting thin coats and layering my white paint above those spots because they wouldn't be down to bare wood. Next, you want to use some polyacrylic and make sure it is a crystal clear matte, okay? You don't want any shine. You're going to put that literally on everything. We're going to put it on the back of the backer board as well, as you can see me doing right there. And just let that all dry. Now we get to put it together. So take your little risers, glue them onto the back of your frame. And I used a combination of Gorilla Glue and the hot glue so that I could quickly show the final result, okay? Fair warning, you don't want this to stay up after you've done the whole thing, because as it dries, it will kind of run down. So when you're finished, make sure you lay it flat till it dries. So after that dries, or after you're done with that, you're going to go ahead and put some glue on your heart, and then add some hot glue so that you can look at it right away, and center that and place it inside, and then just push it down and give it a good seal. put your little rod in there, and there you go. So you made it to the end of the video, and I want to thank you so much for coming with me through the whole process. Sometimes we just have to be patient and trust the process. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, because that's how we grow. And if you know anybody that would benefit from any of the instructions that I give, please share with them. The more people we have in our crafting family, the better. I look forward to seeing you for the next one.